Izzy, you mentioned Sandro Tonali as well. First Premier League start for him against City since, well, in pretty much a year.
Yeah.
I mean, what an attribute for Newcastle to be able to draw on now?
Well, I think it's huge for Newcastle to have him back available. Of course, missed a lot of last season. I think we saw it at the start of last season, the energy, the quality on the ball that he brings, a classic number 8. And I think he's a player who now, with a bit more consistency, you know, his feet on the floor, I think he'll be a real asset to this team, especially in the midfield.
With significant breaking news. It comes from Manchester United, and for us it comes from Darmesheth.
Yeah, really good news if you're a Manchester United fan. It was news that we were predicting would happen last week, and it has happened, and that
looks to rebuild.
Gordon's played against him 3 times this season. He did so well in the Champions League, didn't he, this term? 10 goals, only Harry.
Transfer update to bring you, and it's a very interesting one. It's on Sandro Tonali because we are told he's a top target for...
We're going to start the transfer show this hour with significant breaking news. It comes from Manchester United, and for us it comes from Darmesheth.
Yeah, really good news if you're a Manchester United fan. It was news that we were predicting would happen last week, and it has happened, and that
looks to rebuild his squad after helping from the Premier League. Now, one of Spurs' top priorities this summer is improving the technical ability of the squad and bringing in a midfielder that can dictate play. And Tonali has been identified as an ideal candidate for that role. But of course, he plays for Newcastle United, and they would only consider selling Tonali, who's got a contract until 2029, for a huge fee. And it's very important to say that Newcastle United do not want to lose him. But we can tell you that Spurs do want Sandro Tonali. He is a key target for
Manchester United, and for us it comes from Darmesheth.
Yeah, really good news.
These pictures just into us from Manchester United's Carrington training ground. It is a very high-powered Qatari delegation, and they've arrived there on a pretty grey, damp day after visiting Old Trafford a bit earlier on.
Then, also many questions on Manchester United and Sandro Tonali, guys. At the moment, despite rumours from Italy, you remember in Italy there were news April, May, Ederson and Tonali. I told you, for Ederson, it's on Man United to decide, and they decided to go for him. On Sandro Tonali, the appreciation for Sandro Tonali remains, but at the moment, my understanding is that Tonali is considered not that close to Man United. Not that concrete for Man United, because the overall cost of the deal in terms of salary, in terms of transfer fee, is considered at the moment too high. So Man United are cold on the Sandro Tonali deal at the moment, as of today. Tonali could be an option for Manchester City, but their focus is on Elliot Anderson, another player really appreciated also by Man United, who are still monitoring the situation. And Sandro Tonali could be an option for more clubs. Arsenal made some calls over the recent days for Tonali, so also Arsenal are in the mix. There could be more clubs joining the race for Tonali. Remember, there could be more clubs. So the situation around Sandro Tonali could become interesting.